Hi everybody, welcome to the Word at One for Tuesday, November 9th. And so every Tuesday we're going to be talking about prophecy. So Mondays with Matthew, Tuesdays in prophecy, and we're going to connect it all together. So yesterday we talked about Matthew 1 verses 1 to 3, connecting Jesus as a physical human person with a lineage, with a history. And today we're going to talk about how those verses fit into the prophecies of the Old Testament and even the prophecies of the New Testament, because prophecy did not end with the last prophet of the Old Testament. It begins until the very last words of Scripture. And prophecy is a couple of things. Prophecy can simply be a message from God that God gave to men and women to proclaim to the people of God. Prophecy can also be an act of speaking words over people. So, for example, as we're going to talk about today, a father, Jacob, spoke prophetic words over his 12 sons, and that's going to be very important in the line of Jesus. And also prophecy is a foretelling of the future, which we have in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. So we're going to take a little journey together today throughout Scripture and talking about prophecy, but just very briefly talking about how all this connects to these first 3 verses of Matthew, that Jesus is a descendant of David. He's a descendant of Abraham, of Jacob, of Isaac, and of Judah. And all of these things connect. So in Genesis chapter 49, verse 9 to 10, when Jacob speaks these prophetic words over his children, so this is prophecy that is speaking over people, he says this about Judah, which is the line that Jesus comes through. "You are a lion's cub, O Judah. You return from the prey, my son. Like a lion, he crouches and lies down. Like a lioness, who dares to rouse him? The scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he comes to whom it belongs, and the obedience of the nations is his." So if you've ever heard the phrase, the Lion of Judah, talking about Jesus, this is where it comes from, that he comes from the tribe of Judah that was mentioned in these very first verses of Matthew. And then on top of that, if we go to Isaiah 49, verse 6, it says, "It is too small a thing for you to be my servant to restore the tribes of Jacob and bring back those of Israel I have kept. I will also make you a light for the Gentiles, that you may bring my salvation to the ends of the earth." So talking about the Messiah, he said the Messiah will come to God's people, to the Jewish people, the chosen people, but it was too small a thing just for this Messiah to come to one people, that this Messiah was going to come for all people, Jews and Gentiles. And it's a fitting picture looking at these first verses of Matthew, because in these first verses of Matthew, you see 2 sets of twins and 2 different people groups that come out of these twins. But in the end, in Jesus Christ, Jews and Gentiles all come together, all to the glory of God, and to the final picture of the world and life before the throne, when the Lion of Judah will set all things right. In Revelation 5:5, "Then one of the elders said to me, 'Do not weep. See, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, has triumphed. He is able to open the scroll and its 7 seals.'" So just today, we see these prophetic words from the book of Genesis with the Father speaking over his Son. He's going to proclaim what the tribe of Judah will do. This is going through the line of the Messiah, which is mentioned in these first verses of Matthew. He's the tribe of Judah from the root of David. And it says that he's going to be a light to the Jews and to the Gentiles, to bring all peoples to himself. And then even in these final words of prophecy in Scripture, it says the Lion of Judah, connecting it all the way back to the verses in Genesis, Matthew, Isaiah, to the very end. This Lion of Judah, he will triumph, bringing all people together in salvation, redemption, and new life. Prophecy is a powerful, powerful thing. And we'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday in the Psalms. Have a great day.